Yeah, we're gonna catch him. Yep. We got it. Also, just so I understand where everything is, this is the district that is like being decontaminated than this. Only 3 days, Dim? Well, you got 3 more days of the awesome sound effect. Yeah, me too. That was good. In a bad sense. Return to the boss's office to report. Didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well,
She's gonna die.
She isn't always here, correct?
Now she's the next victim.
True.
Sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
Be nice.
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Who? Oh, wow, all these freaking things. Who is 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
So wait, is it an ongoing investigation
After
or
his
not?
4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
What's his real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Relationship between 89 and Shoko.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's
That's a
name.
lot.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Yeah, be visitor records, that could help. But the only other person we know that was there to see somebody was, not Mayumi, Iris's mom, who just told us about seeing her.
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former
Please tell me,
chairman of the
thank you.
Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's go talk to him.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, or if, if he's full of it. He could be full of it. Last remaining loose end.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Wow, we can sync with him? I bet to go into a crazy person thing. After cutting through some red tape, brought to HQs. Run away! Ping! How you doing, dude? Happy hump day. Thanks for the raid, my man. Good sir. Whew. Whew. But you just caught us as we're going to jail. Yay! Jail. Are you streaming Overwatch, man? I hear it's more fun now. Took considerable more time, but for some reason boss never showed up. Yeah, we're going to jail! Woo! Yay! Oh no, we're not going to jail. We're going to a sync room. We're bringing the guy to us instead. We're getting a guy from jail! Yay! He's gonna look like us. He's probably gonna look like us. Or, wait, he's gonna look like the guy that was in the first Somnium we were in. Actually, that's who it looks like. Who had strangled Hitomi. So we know this guy.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Who else is in the room? Boss is in here, okay. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Do you know Shoko?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Melanie, we were first introduced into Somnium and how to move around him a little bit when we were in our own. So, Aiba came into our own, and we saw some random things appear. We saw Tomi on the ground, like, killed. We saw, I think, a flash of maybe this guy, as we were running around the apartment. So I think we know this person.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Okay. Are you the original?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
2 Cyclops. That just doesn't ring a bell. Like, should it be 1 Cyclops killer? Get it?
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some
Naughty
time.
Justice, Happy Hump Day. This is
that
called
all right with
AI
you?
Somnium Files.
I've got nothing but time.
Same people who made Zero Escape.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
I kind of with Dim. He could just be lying about whatever he wants right now.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Okay.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison.
A-Train, happy update.
The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent.
Is that us?
If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police.
I appreciate that raid again, Ping. And again, guys, this is AI Somnium Files. It is a murder mystery, mind mess up, puzzle solving awesomeness from the creators of Zero Escape, Spike Chunsoft. They made Zero Escape, and they kind of helped with the same people made like Danganronpa.
People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated.
Thanks,
F
Ping.
wasn't suspended or disciplined at all.
So we
After a
killed
while,
the original Psycho.
he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Weird.
That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one.
Thanks for hitting the friendship
He
button.
became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man.
He's like
F believed
Batman.
that he was judge, jury, and executioner.
Batman.
But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Okay. I'm trying to follow along as best I can.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name,
89?
Falco,
Oh, Falcon.
named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
Okay.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another.
That's all I can think about, Brick. Falco from Smash Brothers or freaking Star Fox.
It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
So I guess he's gonna end up being Iris's dad.
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman.
Or Shoko. But that was
She was a
Hitomi's...
teacher at some school.
Yep, that's Hitomi.
It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer.
I thought
Her
you couldn't feel
smile
that.
and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
Is the Yakuza dude the man who has the mental disorder? Or was it the mental dude that he shot earlier in this thing? Or is it him? Which one has the mental disorder? Where he can't feel happiness unless he's killing somebody. Do we have 89 in here? Known as 89. Rohan was the other name. The 1 year he was known for his horrific torture technique of peeling a victim's skin from toe to thigh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I forgot which one can't feel happiness unless he's killing somebody.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Okay, maybe it's not the dad, because that's...
Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Where's this going? And then nothing? For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Are you dead? Can you hack into the security cameras again? Also, I just realized that, it showed the picture. Pewter's in here. But I can't see him. That's probably why he shut up. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop? Was that the whole story? You mentioned a detective. What's the connection between that and Shoko?
That's probably also why Pewter was so sure that that we weren't the original killers.
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Oh, we're gonna sink. Okay, yeah, finally. Jeez.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon.
But we only have
Are you
6
ready,
minutes.
Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
They do a good job of muting his voice from inside the thing. That's what I keep wondering, Brick. I thought this would be like one... I thought the first murder of Shoko would be one murder.
Sup?
And then we go to the next
No,
one.
not sup.
And then
Why
we go
are
to
you
the next
sleeping
one.
on the job?
Or is it all inclined on this? So I'm confused. But I'm not confused about... is let me take another quick break.